Hello and welcome to the Hindu's database coverage of the Lok Sabha elections. Let's now move on to Madhya Pradesh, one of India's central states, right in the Hindi heartland. And if you look at what happened in 2019, this was one of the states where the BJP romped home with a lot of the votes. They won close to 58% of the vote share, and the Congress was way behind with just 37%. But in 2023, when we had assembly elections in Madhya Pradesh, the BJP was in power. It still managed to retain power. But if you look at the vote shares in the assembly elections, it was not that huge a margin that the BJP enjoyed in 2019. They won close to 49% of the vote share, and the Congress won close to 42% of the vote share. As we look into these are, of course, the figures for phase 4, the constituencies that are going to polls in phase 4 in Madhya Pradesh. Place that we are going to analyze is what is called the Malwa region in Madhya Pradesh, with a predominantly tribal population. Joining us to discuss what's afoot in Madhya Pradesh is our correspondent from Madhya Pradesh, Mehul. Do you think that unlike 2019, in 2024, despite Madhya Pradesh being one of the strongholds of the BJP as a state, as a whole in India, in the Malwa region, do you think there is a contest that is brewing, or do you think the gap is too large for the Congress to overcome?
No, of course, there's a contest brewing in the Malwa Nimad. So this particular phase 4 covers two regions. That is Malwa Nimad region, it's called, and there are 8 seats. There are some seats where there is, we are expecting a very interesting or very close contest brewing. For example, the seats that are going to polls in this phase are 8 seats: Dewas, Ujjain, Indore, Dhar, Khargone, Khandwa, Ratlam, and Mandsaur. Now, right, these 8 seats, and after this, elections in Madhya Pradesh will be done. These are the 8 remaining seats. Now, if I specifically talk about uh, contests, some interesting contests, I would say the closest contest we are expecting is in Ratlam. Ratlam is a tribal dominated seat, tribal scheduled tribe reserved seat. And the Congress has fielded its 5-term MP and former Union Minister Kantilal Bhuria in Ratlam. And the reason I'm saying it's expecting a close contest is because uh, the last time Mr. Bhuria had won from Ratlam was in 2015 by-election. So that was just 1 year after Prime Minister Modi came to power in Delhi, and there was a huge Modi wave, as we say. And he had still managed to win that seat in 2015, although he lost it in 2019. But this time around, we are seeing a very close fight on the ground. The BJP has denied ticket to its sitting MP, Guman Singh Damor, and the BJP has fielded Anita Nagar Singh Chauhan. She's the wife of Madhya Pradesh State Government Minister Nagar Singh Chauhan. Now, specifically about communities, the tribal communities, two tribal communities are dominant in this region. That is Bhil and Bhilala. So Mr. Bhuria comes from the Bhil community, and Miss Nagar Singh Chauhan comes from the Bhilala community. So it's more of a fight between these two tribal groups in Ratlam. So we'll have to see what happens over there. Yeah.
Specifically with respect to the tribal communities, Mehul, there is a lot of talk in the media about how this BJP slogan of "Abki Baar 400 Par," or this time more than 400 seats, that has not sat well with Dalits and tribals, because there is this anxiety that the BJP might change the constitution, even though they have explicitly denied it. But that anxiety seems to be quite prevalent. Is what we have heard, is something that we have heard. Did you hear this complaint when you traveled on the ground in these areas?
Of course. The Dalits and the tribals do have a question. So, for example, I'll say the neutral voter that shifts to the BJP or Congress, depending on the mood, that is actually very anxious about this particular thing. And the Congress is also very aggressively raising this issue. Mr. Rahul Gandhi and all the Congress leaders, they make these claims that the BJP, if it comes back to power, they are going to take away your reservation, they are going to throw away the constitution, quote unquote. So all these things do have an impact on the ground. We witnessed this when we traveled to the Mahakoshal region, that is another tribal dominated region in Madhya Pradesh, and we also see a dip in voter percentage over there. So that is one thing. And another thing that we can say, that the BJP also understands that this particular slogan is causing an unease, because just 2 days ago, the Prime Minister was in Dhar and Khargone, the two seats that are going to polls now on May 13th. He clarified that the reason why the BJP needs 400 seats. So he said that BJP needs 400 seats so that the Congress doesn't bring back Article 370 in Kashmir, or put a Babari lock on Ram Temple. So things like these. So BJP is also sort of trying to clarify. So in its outreach towards tribals and Dalits specifically. So yes, of course, there's an impact on ground, and people are asking these questions if the constitution or reservation, is in danger.
So also we know that what happened in 2023, for example, the BJP came back to power despite years of anti-incumbency. That suggests that Madhya Pradesh is headed towards becoming yet another, stronghold of the BJP, or the Hindutva stronghold of the BJP, to be more clear, just as Gujarat. So is this battle too much of an uphill battle for parties like the Congress, or do you think that issues like unemployment and price rise are actually some kind of winds that are helping the Congress make a mark among among the electorate in Madhya Pradesh, which is also relatively one of the poorer states in the country.
So of course, each constituency, each region has its own different issues. The unemployment, migration, and all these things are very prominent in tribal belts and these belts of Madhya Pradesh. But I would say that the Lok Sabha elections are not probably being fought on these issues. I mean, people do have complaints, but at the end of, if you go talk to tribals or Dalits in any village, they will talk about all the problems. But at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, they'll probably end up saying that we have to also look at who we are choosing in Delhi, right? And then the BJP has also some very successful populist schemes. For example, the Ladli Lakshmi Yojana, the Ladli Behna Yojana, such schemes where women are getting incentives, allowance 1,250 rupees every month. These schemes work brilliantly in BJP's favor. They worked in the assembly elections, and they seem to be working now as well. But the Congress is raising all these issues. But for the Congress, the issue that seems to be working or clicking is that of reservation. What if the reservation gets revoked, or reservation is finished? Things like these. But yeah, each constituency has its different issues. In constituencies like Ujjain, Dewas, Indore, you will see that the Hindutva issues, the issues that of Ram Temple and Article 370, they are also very much talked about in these issues.
Thank you, Mehul. Thank you for joining us and for this insightful views from Madhya Pradesh. Thank you again.
The Hindu has an in-depth interactive that looks at the state-wise and overall results of the 2014 and 2019 Lok Sabha elections. It also looks at the phase-wise voting trend of the ongoing 2024 Lok Sabha elections. You can filter the results for population density, regions, performance of turnouts, reserved constituencies, and so on. Please scan the QR code to access the interactive. The link to the interactive is also provided in the description.